All right, so I have about a 12, 13-year-old Vizio soundbar, subwoofer, and two satellites over here. I wanted to upgrade my surround sound, and at the same time, Sofa Baton sent me out one of their remotes, which I need to do a review on. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. This is an all-in-one controller. It controls something like 500,000 devices across 60,000 brands that are out there. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can catch the review of this. Well, since I got that, that kind of gave me the ante say, okay, hey, it's time to upgrade my soundbar. My soundbar is so old. Well, I mean, it's old, but it's not. It's actually going to go into my office and be my new surround sound in my office. So I went ahead. I love Hisense TV. So I wanted to see what the Hisense audio is on theirs. They come out with some new soundbars, which is what we have right here. So it's the Hisense HS5100, 540 watt, 5.1 channel, which means you got the three that are in the soundbar itself, the two satellites. So there's your 5.1 is your subwoofer. The subwoofer is 6.5 inch, not a huge subwoofer. This isn't like going to replace a receiver with individual speakers at all, but this is enough for me and my family. Let's see, there's HDMI, Bluetooth, Roku TV Ready, 6 EQ modes, TV mode, DTS, Dolby Atmos audio, and of course, like I said, the 540 watts. And I believe it does have an optical connection, which I hope it does. If not, it's going back. Obviously, we know whenever you're watching a video, you don't hear the sound like it's supposed to be, right? So I do my best, my diligence to give you my unbiased opinion. I'm not sponsored by Hisense. Hisense did not send this out. This is my wife and I. But I'll do my best to give you the best sound, my experience of the sound, and if this thing's worth your money. Get it unboxed and see what it looks like. So these are the satellite speakers. I still need to get some new speaker stands for behind me. So there they are, nice and clean. What I really like about these is they are super clean. There's not even no writing of Hisense or nothing on these. These are really, really nice. Trying to see if I can take out the screen speaker. Nope, no speaker screen. But there's the RCA right there. That's going to plug directly into the subwoofer, so it's behind you. So these actually become wireless to the soundbar itself, which are always nice. I do like the smaller footprint compared to Vizio. Then we get another one. You get a little accessory box. So inside the accessory box, you got two different power cables, one for your soundbar, one for your subwoofer, two batteries for the remote. Also, in the accessory box, you get the little RCA cables. These are just actual speaker wires for it, and a couple of mounting points. And then you also get some screws if you're going to hang this in the wall behind you. The last thing that's in the box is, it looks like an HDMI cable. See, that's all that's in here. So yes, so just an HDMI cable sitting right here. And then of course the remote control. Remote control is nice and small. Let's see what it looks like. A lot of people are trying to go make them look like Amazon Fire Sticks these days. So there's the remote for this, which again, I will not be using this one because I'm going to be programming the Sofa Baton. Again, like and subscribe for that review there. So far, that's the only thing that we have on here is the Hisense on the remote itself. All right, so next up is going to be the subwoofer. Let's go ahead and get the subwoofer out. Nice, small. Again, I do like Hisense right now as far as no markings of Hisense. So that's just very, very nice. That's going to sit on the side of the couch. Excuse me, there is a Hisense, but you can't even see it. I don't even know if it's going to bring it up in the camera. There's a little bitty Hisense right there. They did pack it really, really well. I do like that. Soundbar, again, is really, really light. Very, very light. Again, very minimal design. It's just a clean black design. There is a couple of mounting points on the back here as well for you to mount it there if you want to mount like that. On the back, we have our power, optical, auxiliary, USB, and HDMI. See if I can get that in the photo. I don't know what the lighting is here in my living room. I'm not at my desk. So on the top, we have a volume plus, volume minus, a source, and then a power button. Other than that, there is like nothing. Again, this thing is like paperweight, and I don't even realize what size it is. It is a 35.5-inch soundbar. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get all this hooked up, and we're gonna see how it sounds. All right, so I'm gonna put on my music. I have a playlist of AI songs I have on my channel. You can go check it out later on, but I got it hooked up. I don't have it all installed like where I'm gonna put my speakers or nothing like that, but I'm just gonna go from speaker to speaker so we can hear what it sounds like. Volume right now is gonna be about 80. It goes to 100.
To the floor, the weight of the world, I felt it before. Bruised and broken, but I'm still here. I'll rise from the ashes, I got no fear. They try to crush me, they try to break, but I've got a side that they can't take. The harder they hit, the stronger I grow. I'm ready to fight and I'm ready to go. They knock me down, but I can't back up. My fingers sides, I'll never give up.
We got our satellite speakers. They're working. And then, of course, the bass. All right, so that's what it sounds like right there. Again, I didn't want to get hit with any copyright, so I put that on. So as far as the bass goes so far, it's not, if you're expecting like some bass, like some in your chest bass, you're not going to get that. If you're just looking for a nice clean sound, I really do like the sound of it. And again, this is only 20 minutes or so listening to the sound bar before I start re-recording with the sound right here. The bass though, I do wish it was just a little bit more bass to it. It's not that it's bad. On the remote, you need to watch what you're doing. You have a bass, treble, and then dimmer for the light on the soundbar itself, your volume, and Bluetooth. The EQs, there is, let's see, we got music, game, news, sport, night, movie. So that's what we have. For me, as so far, movie and game are the best ones and gives you a little bit more punchier of that bass. Other than that, no, to me, it sounds, I mean, especially the soundbar itself, it is very crisp, very clean. Again, if you're just expecting a crap ton of bass, you're not going to get a bunch of bass out of this. I'll just let you know that right now, you're not going to get a lot of bass. Okay, so who's this for? I think this is going to be for uh, people that are in apartments. That you don't need so much bass in an apartment. Not only that, soundbar, the sound comes to you so you can hear it a lot better in an apartment and you're not disturbing your neighbors. Elderly couples, 50, 60 years old couples that are still wanting some surround sound or wanting some better sound to hear. Their hearing's getting lower as they get older. This is really nice for them. If you're very young and you want a lot of bass in your stuff, then this isn't going to be for you. But if you're like me and you're kind of like low down, you want to chill, you want to enjoy a movie, enjoy some music. Again, it's not super, the bass ain't going to rattle your chest, but this right here will be for you as well. Is it worth your money? I do believe it's worth your money. I think it sounds good. It sounds just as good as my Vizio. Vizio had a little bit more punchier on the bass, but again, I'm going from an 8-inch speaker on the Vizio to a 6.5-inch speaker. So I'm losing an 1.5 inches of speaker of subwoofer there. So that was going to be expected to lose a little bit of the bass. But other than that, no, this right here is worth your hard-earned money. Go ahead and check out this video here. See if this video here is worth your hard-earned money. I'm Thomas with Tomology. I'll catch you in the next one.